guys, Lulu right here. We're doing some aquarelle lips in Microbio Studio, and today I want to share with you some tips for beginners or for artists who just started doing this procedure. So right after your training, I recommend to find as many as possible models. Take some models from Instagram, from social media. Of course, don't charge them, because you can charge people if you can guarantee a great result. Practicing on the synthetic skin is great, but you need to know the skin, and it's for the lips. It's very, very different experience if you're working, on the synthetic skin, and it's completely different when you're doing procedure on a live person. Don't use ink, like a body ink. Use just cosmetic pigment, because it's more lighter concentration. And if you did, for example, some mistake and you created some stroke out of your shape, and if you're not gonna repeat like 10 times, it's not gonna heal in this way. Okay. And make sure you're very precise, because on the lips you're creating more definition, more bright color. And for beginners, for example, you want to wear some magnifying glasses just to see where you're targeting with your needle. Don't stick your needle out like a very, very long, because there are some chances that you can go very deep, and then you can create some bruises. Don't take picture right away after procedure. Wait at least 15 minutes. Ask your clients sit up, and maybe give some candy or something sweet. Sweet tea will help also with swelling, will reduce swelling lips. Or give some ice, it's also gonna help. Then you're gonna take some pictures. If lips very small, tiny mouth, don't choose the pigment like very bright and very dark, because they will visually will look even smaller. So go with more natural nude colors, and of course make sure that it doesn't have too much titanium dioxide. Before procedure, before about 5 days, to exfoliate the lips with some scrub to remove this dead cells. It's gonna make a huge difference during the procedure, and also the skin will be smoother and easier to implant this pigment. When it's lips too choppy, it's even more painful to client. Don't use cool undertone pigments on an aged skin, because usually aged lips, they have more coolish tone. So you go with more warm colors, or just in a targeted color you will add some orange, bright orange pigment, so it will neutralize all this coolish tone of the lips. Don't go with like a too crazy speed, you know, don't go too fast, because it's like riding a bike. If you're going too fast, you're not gonna see what around, and you can create some mistakes. If you advance, of course you can increase your speed of your machine. Most of the artists complaining about corners. These corners or the lips that depositing of the pigment, it's very challenging. So begin your shading just from these places, and it's gonna be your favorite place to work. So for example, in these corners you need to stretch. You can stretch like this, just pull the lip like on the nose up, or some artists doing even like this. I know it's like looks very brutal, but if it works for you, why not? Next tip, always learning. Never stop learning. When you think you are the best, this is when you stop learning, and just always you need to practice. If you don't have clients, okay, get models just for free, because you need these pictures for your portfolio. You need experience, and experience, it's not how many years you are in a business, how many work you have done, how many challenging cases you did. For this procedure, I use an Even Flow pigments. It's a colorizer. It's a very bright red, non-titanium based. Also using Bellard. This is my favorite machine right now. It's a very comfortable and lightweight design. It's a 2.36 ounces. It's about 76 grams. So it's very stiff machine. This machine has 2.1 stroke, and the needle length is 4 millimeters. I'm using about like a 1.5, 2 millimeter needle out, so it's not too long, not too short, and less needle travel, better penetration of the pigment, because the all pigment is inside the cartridge, as you see. I use Vertex needles. It's 0.25. I love to work segmentally. So for example, from the contour to the waterline, I have about maybe 3-4 passes, depending on the look what we want to achieve. Better retention, pigment mask can help make sure the pigment is not drying because it has alcohol to keep it sterile. So when you see it get dry, I apply some ointment. In this case I use an A&D ointment. I just leave for about 3 minutes. And I'm wishing you beautiful and happy clients. Let's create art together.